Hello! We hope you'll join us for a wonderful and inspiring pilgrimage to Italy. It is called In the Footsteps of St. Francis, and it's also And Then Some. We'll be visiting Italy and sharing our experience of Italy and all the beautiful pilgrimage sites while we are there. My husband and I lived in Italy for 6 months, and it changed us profoundly on many levels. We visited many of the sacred sites in Assisi and beyond, and we're hoping that you'll join us as well.
When we were in Assisi back in 2000, we spent a lot of time at the Porziuncula, which is just south of the town of Assisi. It's the same chapel that St. Francis is famous for building. We'll spend some time there walking around, not only looking at the art, but actually sitting and meditating in the very same spot that St. Francis lived and worked. We'll also be visiting, one of our big highlights will be in Laverna. Laverna is north of Assisi, and this is where St. Francis received the stigmata. We'll actually get to meditate and sit and visit the actual spot, as well as be able to spend a few evenings in the temples and the chapels that exist there that people have been coming to for over 850 years. In addition to these places, we'll be visiting the wonderful towns of Florence, and we'll be talking and going to Rome and enjoying wonderful pastries, coffees, and wonderful little pizzas.
Really good coffee. We'll be visiting, I want to talk a little bit more about Florence. When we were there up in Florence, we had a private tour of the Uffizi Museum, which is the birthplace of the Renaissance. The Uffizi Museum was actually the home of the Medicis that brought in the incredible changes of the world from the Dark Ages to the more enlightened ages of the Renaissance. So while we're there, we will have a private tour of the Uffizi Museum. There'll be time to go shopping and to enjoy the wonderful food. From Florence, we will be going to Siena to visit Catherine of Siena's home, and we'll be able to visit the place where she changed herself and brought so many people to God. And then when we go to Rome, we'll be going to the Sistine Chapel. We're going to have a tour of the Sistine Chapel, and it has been completely refurbished, I think by Fuji in Japan. And the colors are astral. They're unbelievable. When I was there, I remember looking up at the ceiling, and the tears were just streaming down my face. It was just so beautiful. So not only will we feed our souls with the beautiful inspiration of all the saints that have deposited their inspiration and their energy in these spots, but we're also going to be visiting the beautiful, classic, timeless art of Italy. And we even have a friend who lives in Rome, and she is a tour guide in Rome. She's going to show us around. And she also owns a villa in Rome, and it's harvesting time for her olives. So I asked her if she wanted some help harvesting those olives on the sun-drenched slopes of Rome. So if you want to join us, we can do that too. So I hope to see you.
And finally, we want to welcome you to a wonderful experience of Ananda itself in Italy. Our community there is about 20 years old, and at the same time has wonderful devotees from all around the world. So you'll get to see spirit in action. So as Giovanni said, we hope you can join us. Ciao.